See, well, I don't watch much Nickelodeon.
What's the matter with you?
I don't have kids.
We're out of the
Norton's
demo.
not saying a word. Hey, Norton!
I don't have kids, and I'm not Da Vinci.
I don't want to get yelled at, so I'm just going to kind of enjoy.
Well, he's just... I'm waiting for the jokes, otherwise I dominate this.
Don't count on any. I just get nervous when idols are around. So
Yeah, he's just staring at you.
I just kind of clam up and enjoy. And then as soon as you leave, I'll say a bunch of funny things, and maybe someone could, like, email them to you, like, that was good what Norton said, because I'll get nervous.
All right.
Now, what made you? Now, a lot of people would say money because you do have a reputation as a
Wait a
businessman.
minute. What do you guys do this for free? Everybody wants to make money.
Of course, I'm not saying that.
Stop attacking
You
Gene.
get so defensive.
No,
Shut up! I'm not.
I'm
What was your motivation?
I'm making the observation. You're being defensive, but I'm not being offensive.
No.
Making the observation, stating fact, which is you like to get paid just the way I do.
But you said that before I completed what I was saying.
He was going somewhere.
Because your point was some people might think you do it for money. Instance being, what, you don't do this for money?
No, I do this for money and because it's a lot of fun.
Well, what does that mean, that I don't do it for fun?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you for. You didn't so rudely interrupt me.
Do I look like a happy guy? Do I look? What's funny about that?
You do actually.
Don't I look happy?
Like a happy guy. Is that the voice in the Nickelodeon cartoon?
No, that's Pesci. What's the matter with you? That's from Wise Guy.
What's funny about that?
That's Goodfellas.
Oh, okay.
What's funny about that? You think I'm funny?
That's Pesci.
That's Pesci?
I knew it. You didn't.
That's Bugs Bunny. You think that's funny? What do you think? I'm a clown?
Ooh, you varmint! Sounds like somebody.
I say. That's Mel Blanc.
I'll say it. What possessed you to invite cameras in to your personal life?
You mean for Gene Simmons' Family Jewels on Monday, and of course reruns on A&E.
Yes.
By the way, everybody should check out. This is a good little organization. They have a wacky brand, A&E. Nobody knows what that stands for. I don't like the sound of it, but they've got
Arts and Entertainment.
Oh, shut up. That's horrible.
It used to be. Well, it used to be when it first came out was pretty much stuff you'd see on PBS, a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, it was
but
like
it's cool.
Now
there's some cool stuff. They've got Dallas SWAT.
Yeah.
You got to watch this stuff. Now they've added 2 more Dallas SWATs, Dallas, Kansas City and stuff. This is the real stuff. And this guy, Chris Angel, is actually a big Kiss fan. I met Chris when he was first working out of the basement of the WWE building over here in Times Square. And he was doing a little show, and I came to see him and stuff. And I'm going, you spell your name interestingly, Chris, C-R-I-S-S. He did that in honor of Peter Criss, big Kiss fan.
Really?
Didn't want to spell his name C-H. Yeah, that's why he spelled it.
I thought he was just stupid.
No, this guy gets chicks. Anybody?
We've had him on the show. Yeah.
Good guy, really fascinating, and all that, and of course, Dog, the powerful and attractive dog, convicted murderer, by the way. Convicted murderer.
Yes. With his own show now.
It's fun. Why
Isn't that amazing?
He's in America.
He's a bounty hunter.
Well,
that with his fire extinguisher full of mace.
His wife is a hoot, Beth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met in Los Angeles, and she went into the when are you going to get married routine. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that term.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
as we all know, the only thing wrong with marriage is one of the two tends to be a man.
Well, that is an issue on your show.
It's never an issue for the male of the species.
No, not for you, but...
It kind of looks like you're married when you watch Family Jewels, though.
Well, you mean Gene Simmons' Family Jewels?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. When you watch the show, it looks like you're married, even though you're not.
Here's what it's called.
You got the wife in the house, you got the kids. It looks like a marriage thing to me.
I know, but the reason I'm happy and the rest of you guys are miserable is nobody's allowed to ask me where I'm going. Where are you going? Where am I going? Who wants to know? The last time I checked, only the mother who gave me birth has that right.
She honestly doesn't check up on you.
Because they know it's to some business deal where he's going to bring home suitcases full of cash.
Absolutely not. If you watch the show, you'll see. As a matter of fact, this last week's show was me opening up Gene Simmons' Bikini Car Wash, and there were babes galore. I go to the Hooters casino opening. This idea that women have that just because they make 1 or 2 eggs and we make billions of sperm every day, they've actually deluded themselves into believing that all of our billions of sperm are just for her. How about no?
Share the wealth.
Well, we have no choice. That's how we're built. Tell me if this is true. All you women out there, don't cast glances at me because I'm too far away. But think of it this way. Your beloved, the guy you love, who's already said in front of God and country and everybody else that he's going to spend the rest of his days on earth with you, in sickness and in health, and said, I do. And he loves you. He does. And you're walking down the stairs, and they're throwing rice at you, and you look at each other lovingly, and you know that this is your guy. And he turns around, and on his left is a girl with a pair of double Ds with her finger in her mouth. What is the first thing your guy is thinking?
Hopefully she's bulimic.
Kick her down the stairs. Kick your new wife down the stairs.
He will mount her in public and charge admission. Now, that doesn't mean that he doesn't love his beloved. It means that nature and the blueprint of life as designed by God himself speaks louder than that.
And the lovely Miss Tweed is fine with this?
It doesn't matter. You know, the idea is that you don't own the other person. I'm crazy about her. We've been together happily unmarried for 23 years.
Right. Now, to me, that seems like it's just a formality. It's paperwork.
It is paperwork. You got that right. You need a cohabitation agreement, which supersedes and nullifies all laws of the land. That means, in plain English, anybody can leave anytime they want, so there's no paying.
So now that you're not open up to things like palimony, things like that, because you have a contract written out.
That's right. When you check into a hotel, you're actually signing a cohabitation. You agree to cohabitate in that building with the rest of the people. But when you leave, you don't take half the hotel with you.
But the guy, the check-in clerk, doesn't care if you're screwing the cleaning woman.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how he would care because he's doing her. It actually doesn't matter. You have to live your life your way. You have the responsibility to make yourself happy. How anybody else thinks about it is beside the point.
Does it cheapen the relationship, even though you've been together so long?
No, I think the honesty makes my relationship more profound than all the rest of you guys, because all the rest of you guys lie, and you make up stories, and when your wife turns around, you look at the first girl and make all kinds of remarks.
Well, looking is fine.
Well,
but what about now taking the next step into diving in? You
know as well as I do that most of the guys listening out there have been there, and not every mailman and every milkman that comes by is an unhappy guy. There are many wives out there who do the deed and nobody talks about it.
Sure.
The reason I'm different than the rest of you guys is all of you lie. I refuse to.
What does she get out of it then? Why does she accept this?
Is she allowed to do the same thing?
Yeah,
cool, she does the same thing.
What does she get out of this?
More importantly, it's not. There are no rules. You're thinking archaic terms. In the modern world, whether you like it or not, people will do whatever they want to do anyway.
But why does she accept this arrangement?
You don't have to accept it.
No, why does she though? Why does she?
Perhaps there's love. Perhaps above and beyond who and what we are, that we don't define love by a body part.
You're like a Vulcan. It's just
the rest
pure
of you
logic.
Guys, your stuff is faulty. The way she defines her relationship with you is through that thing that dangles between your legs. That thing belongs to me. That's her definition of you, and you define her that way too.
So you have no problem with her going and getting some on the side?
I would absolutely stay with her, because the most important thing is how I feel about her as a human being, not how I feel about the body part. Because let's be honest about this. I'm going to say this again slowly so the rest of you get it.